Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Radiant Central, and I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about cleanses, and should you be doing a cleanse? Do you need to do a cleanse? How often? I get emails about this all the time. And first of all, I have to say that I 100% believe that everyone, most people, would benefit from doing some sort of cleanse, and doing it at least once a year, if not twice. And one thing I want to say though first is that I am a firm believer that our bodies are genius, and our bodies knows how to handle and eliminate the toxins that we're coming into contact with every single day. 24 hours a day, we're constantly in contact with toxins, whether it's in our air, whether it's in our food supply, whether it's in the water. Our bodies are always bombarded by toxins. And that's why we have a liver and a pancreas and a gallbladder and kidneys. All of that's there to move that out of our body. You know, it comes into our body and then it gets eliminated. And I believe that every single person out there, majority of people, are built to handle what we're coming into contact with. And even though in today's day and age, yes, we're definitely in contact with a higher amount of pollution, a higher amount of toxins, I also believe our bodies are adapting to that. And that's why we do see that people are living well into their old age and they're perfectly healthy. But I also see too is that majority of people today, their lifestyles is standing in their way, and their lifestyles are weakening their body. That even though your body is built to handle day-to-day toxins and eliminate it from your body and safeguard your body from those toxins, your lifestyle, majority of people's lifestyles, are not in sync with that. And majority of people's lifestyles are weakening the body, are just making it really difficult. And then eventually that weakens the body and people get sick. And so with a cleanse, this is the time to take a step back from all those things that you're doing to hurt yourself, to destruct yourself, to stand in your way. So for example, I would say majority of people are overeating. They eat too much processed food, too much junk food. That is overburdening your body. A lot of people are drinking too much alcohol. A lot of people are not getting enough rest. A lot of people are chronically stressed out. A lot of people are chronically dehydrated or chronically overstimulated by drinking too much coffee or eating too much sugar or having too much chocolate, things like that. People are not moving as much, right? A lot of people are sitting in front of a computer screen all day, which is also overstimulating them and interfering with their sleep. Throughout the day, most people are doing a lot of activities that are not promoting their health, but weakening their health. And that's why people benefit from a cleanse. And when I talk about a cleanse, I would say the one cleanse that I firmly stand behind is doing a juice fast, mainly because it's safe. You're not overstimulating your system with anything, and you're not introducing anything that's going to irritate your system either. You're pretty much just drinking juices for a few days. And those juices are freshly pressed juices made out of vegetables, green leafy vegetables, and some fruit. And so pretty much you're flooding your body with liquid nutrition, and you're not introducing any kind of herbs or any kind of supplement or anything that might disrupt the balance of your body or irritate the digestive system, nothing. You know, it's just juiced fruits and vegetables, right? So I feel that that is a very gentle cleanse. And the first thing about that is because when you're on a liquid diet, the biggest benefit is having a break, allowing your digestive system to have a break from actual solid food. And for a lot of people, they benefit from that because they're either dealing with chronic gas or chronic bloating or indigestion, heartburn, all that stuff, and constipation, all of that. And a lot of that stuff is coming from the foods they're eating. So if you're taking a break from those foods and just having juices for a few days, that's going to allow your body the chance to catch up with digestion and have a break from it as well, from working so hard that some of that energy can be focused on rejuvenating you and restoring you and taking care of other parts of your body that need healing. So that to me is a huge benefit from doing something like a juice fast for your digestive system. And at the same time, I would also say the beauty of a juice fast is, and anyone can attest to that's done a juice fast, is within the first, I would say, 24 hours of being on a juice fast, it's suddenly, everything is taken down a notch. Most people notice that like within a day of being on a juice fast is that things have to slow down. They slow down. They need a little bit extra rest. They don't want to be running around. They're not overstimulated by caffeine and sugar and all this crazy stuff. And suddenly they're pacing themselves in a healthy way. And that itself is a huge benefit for your body, because for a lot of people, it's the first time in years that they could actually be getting a good night's rest. It's for a lot of people, it's maybe even first time in years where they're actually getting enough rest. And that to me is a huge benefit. And that to me is what's also supporting your body to be able to detoxify and to be able to heal. So in many ways, how I see it is that it's not so much the juices that are necessarily healing someone or detoxifying them, but it's being on a juice diet so you can allow your body to start healing itself and detoxifying itself and getting stronger again. And I find the biggest benefit of that is that the moment you do a cleanse, and if you stay on it for a few days, it's kind of like you're pressing that reset button. That when you get off of it, you feel so good and you feel like things are at a good place, that you want to continue taking care of yourself. And for a lot of people, it's life-changing. That suddenly they don't want to be overly stressed. Suddenly they don't want to be like staying up all night sitting on a computer, but they want to start continuing getting good rest. And suddenly for the first time, after having all those juices, they're finally hydrated and they feel good and they have energy and they can think clearly. And that itself is what's going to propel them forward to taking better care of themselves. And that in turn will make their body stronger and be able to continue to handle the toxins it's coming into contact with every day. So that's my view of it. It's that it's about taking a certain amount of time every year, maybe it's a few days or maybe a week, where you put yourself on something like a juice fast to just take a break. Give your body a complete break. And it doesn't mean that you're staying in bed and you're not doing anything. No, it means that you're continuing with your day-to-day activities, but you're not overloading yourself. You're not overstimulating yourself. You're not overly doing anything. You're just pacing yourself. And for a lot of people, it's the first time in a long time that they're actually doing that. And it's the first time in a long time where they feel like they can actually handle what's in front of them because of that. And it's a beautiful thing. That's one thing I can say. So I do get people asking me as well, like, what if they can't do a juice fast? Like, then what should they do instead? And my whole view is, because I know that there are people that are on medications or they're at a time in their life where they can't be doing like a juice fast. But there's other things you can do that are not necessarily being like on juices, but you can do like a modified juice fast, or you can do sort of like a dietary cleanse. And what that would entail, I believe, is being on a diet that is just of fresh, real foods. Okay, so it could be doing a cleanse where you stay off sugar for an entire week, or you stay off all processed food for an entire week, or you get off coffee. I mean, these things, for some people, they think, oh, well, coffee, that's nothing. It's a huge thing. For a lot of people, it's really difficult to get off of. And once you get off of it, you realize just how much it's been sort of sucking the life out of you. That doing that for a week itself can definitely support your health. And so there's different things that you can do that don't have to be to the extreme of doing a juice fast, but can be at least something that is supporting your health and taking it up a notch, as opposed to bombarding yourself with yet another thing that's destroying you or weakening you. So you can do a dietary cleanse, like you can do also just doing a whole food diet for a week or a raw food diet for a week. That itself is a great cleanse too. I don't believe we need to be going to the extreme of taking herbs, taking supplements or things like that. I believe like all that stuff, it's irritating the body. And what we want to do is do things that are supporting the body and that are gentle on the body. That's I come from the school of thought that it's all about being gentle and supporting, as opposed to pushing it, overstimulating it, and irritating it. And so my suggestion to anyone is that if you're thinking about doing like a juice fast, do a juice fast. And if you can't, then figure out a way where you can still incorporate the juices into your daily diet, but that whatever else you're eating is really health promoting. So if you can't do a full-on juice fast, do a modified juice fast where you're having juices, but you might also be having salads, or you might also be having soups or smoothies, and you can adjust it that way, and you'll still get benefits from it. As long as you're staying off of the processed food and the sugar and the caffeine and just the junk. and that you're making sure too that you're doing other things to support your health, like getting extra rest and decreasing the stress and getting fresh air and movement, exercise, all of that, but everyone benefits from taking a certain amount of time to just focus on taking care of themselves and taking things down a notch. And that's the beauty of doing a cleanse, is that you say, okay, for this week, I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to have this, and I'm not going to have that, and I'm going to do all these things to support me feeling healthy and feeling better. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen. That's what we want to do, and I'd like you to do that once or twice a year so that it gets the ball going, so that afterwards you're inspired and motivated to continue, and that you'll find even more things to do to support your health. And then over time, you only get healthier and healthier and healthier, and you get stronger and more vital and full of more and more energy, and your mood just gets better and better and everything. And it's only on the up and up, as opposed to going down, down, down. All right? So, and for those that do want to join a juice fast, we got the new juice fasting program that is starting this coming Wednesday, July 8th. And it's a brand new juice fasting program. I've been supporting and guiding people through juice fasts for the past 6 years, and I'm really excited to finally have made an updated version of the program and a brand new program. So it's brand new videos for the program, an ebook, and we also have a private Facebook group that all the juice fasters are together to do the juice fast live together starting July 8th, this coming Wednesday, and it's for an entire week. And what you get when you sign up is you get a full ebook that gives you the guidelines, instructions on how to do the juice fast. It's about a 50-page ebook. It's a full ebook. Plus there's 50 juice recipes in there and instructions on how much juice to have and when and everything. Everything you need to know about doing the juice fast properly is in that ebook. And then on top of that, every day of the juice fast, you'll be getting a video that you can either watch online or you can download it to your computer, and that will guide you through the juice fast. And each video, I would say, is about 20 to 40 minutes long. They're very in-depth videos, and they go through juicing and the detox symptoms and what to do about the cravings and other kind of like healing modalities or cleansing modalities that you can incorporate into the juice fast. And then I also guide you through transitioning off the juice fast and what to do beyond the juice fast to maintain those results. It's a great program. And then there's also the group doing it together. So you do it live together, you get on the Facebook group, and everyone can chat about the juice fast. And for the duration of the juice fast, for the 7 days, I go on that Facebook group every single day and I answer questions, I offer additional support, and I'm there with you, motivating you and being part of it. And I love it. I love watching everyone go through the juice fast and just being a witness to big transformations and big breakthroughs. So if this is something you want to do, definitely join us. Beginner juice fasters are welcome. Experienced, advanced juice fasters are welcome as well. It's a lot of fun. It's always better to do these things with a group. And also too, some people have asked me, like, can they join even if they don't do a juice fast, but they do like a modified juice fast? That's perfectly fine too. I'm sure anyone would benefit from the videos and even from the ebook. And if you want to kind of do your version of it, no problem. I don't have a problem with that at all. So if you want more information on the 7-day juice fasting program, you can go to my website at radiantcentral.com. and you'll see a juice fasting program there, and you click on that and you can sign up there. All right, have a fabulous day, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.